Enw fi yw Jane Lewis, fi yw reolwr prosiect Tyfu'r dyfodol. Mae'r prosiect wedi bod yn redeg oddi ar 2012. I'm Jane Lewis, I'm the project manager for Growing the Future. It's a project that's been running since 2012 with the aim of helping people to learn about how to grow their own vegetables within their own gardens, but also working with groups to enable them to learn as a group how to grow vegetables and hopefully eat the vegetables themselves and possibly sell them within their own communities. Oddi ar mae'r prosiect wedi dechrau, ni wedi rhedeg dros 5,000 o cwrsiau dros Cymru i gyd. Over the lifetime of the project, we've run over 5,000 courses across the whole of Wales.
Growing the Future has been a great opportunity. It's been a good opportunity for local people to come and take part and learn how to grow veg or to expand their skills. But it's also been great because we're linked with hubs all the way across Wales. So that's an opportunity for people in different areas to get the same skills, but it's also an opportunity for us as trainers to link up with other people who are growing veg and teaching how to grow veg.
I came along because I want to start growing salad leaves in my garden, and because I wanted to get the best information I possibly could get. And I feel that here at the Botanical Gardens they've got the expertise, they've got the knowledge, and I'm hoping to benefit from that.
I've got a small place out in the country with about half an acre, and about a quarter of that, I suppose, is into vegetable plots, basically.
I've been to quite a few of these courses in Denmark Farm, which is quite close to where I live, and oh, they're fantastic, they're absolutely fantastic.
I moved down here nearly 2 years ago, and I hadn't done any serious gardening before, so I really wanted experience, and so that's why I've come along to the course.
The best single course I've been on was at Denmark Farm. It was one of your polytunnel courses, and that was wonderful, and I'm getting a polytunnel next week because of that. And met there were a number of people on the course, but I met 3 other people with polys who said, come and have a look at mine. And so far I've been to see 2 of them. So there are spin-offs, you're kind of networking a bit in the gardening world, you're making kind of new contacts, new friends as well with a similar interest, seeing how they do things, and they always come up with different ideas.
It's close, so it's accessible, it's not too pricey when there is a price, and I feel really confident that the people here know what they're talking about. They're very friendly, very approachable.
I'm the Growing the Future trainer here and have been so for the last 2.5 years. And Riverside Community Garden is one of the community hubs which have been set up around Wales. Growing the Future project has been sort of amazing for hubs like this, community gardens, trainers who can offer sort of the community growing, horticultural skills and confidence needed by the general public to sort of get out there and start growing.
Yeah, we've been coming along every month.
Since February, I suppose.
Since February.
Yeah.
Just to learn what to do at each stage in the garden, because we are interested in gardening, and since coming to these courses we have extended our growing space, so the lawn is disappearing slowly and we have more and more raised beds.
And I've found it's been a fantastic opportunity for locations such as Riverside because we've been able to offer growing courses whereas previously we couldn't. It gave us a new revenue stream, it gave us an opportunity to reach out to a wider audience. We found we had a few more volunteers coming from the garden, and actually some of our volunteers were getting trained up throughout the courses as well.
It's the hands-on part of the course that we enjoyed and we appreciate.
Yeah, because we're both not very experienced gardeners, a few years, but we haven't got a vast experience, so courses like this are useful. It gives us information, and meeting other people breeds enthusiasm as well, which is nice.
Now, Growing the Future project has been supportive to the attendees in many ways. Everybody assumes it's all about horticultural knowledge and just general sort of horticultural skills from it. But actually what I find from my courses, it's the confidence that people gain from it, the networks they form, the questions they ask. It's all about them having a bit more self-esteem and confidence to put that seed in the soil and just give it a go. Yes, they can get some sort of expert and experienced support of what might be going wrong or how to do things differently. It might introduce them to things they've never heard of before, but really it's that magic confidence that they need just to give it a go.
Growing food is really important to people, not only because it helps with their health, it helps them develop an understanding of where food comes from, the different benefits of different types of health. Just being in the garden makes people feel better. We have good research evidence for that. And of course the exercise, the gentle exercise or the more vigorous exercise if you're digging, that comes from being in a garden and growing food is a huge added benefit.
I'm with the Men Cup Cymru lot. I work for allotments in Carmarthen. I do all the sort of gardening and I do other places as well. And I come here for a reason. I want to know how to grow peas and beans properly and how to do them really.
I took part in the course because it seemed the ideal opportunity to learn about local growing conditions, varieties that worked, times of sowing and harvesting, and the sort of quirky nature of the climate in this area. The courses have certainly made a difference to us as a couple developing the forest garden here, but also in the B&B, not only in producing produce that we can use, but also lively topics of conversation with many people who come in seeking more information or with information to give us.
Many people coming to this area are interested in the landscape and in what is possible to grow and in these conditions. So we spend a lot of time talking about what we're doing here, and our expertise in terms of talking about it has been enhanced hugely by the materials that were covered on the course.
I'm here to learn about bees. We've learned about the hives and yeah, I think I'm interested to see what goes on inside and see real bees now. And yeah, it's interesting.
My father used to keep bees when I was a child and I thought it was quite interesting and it's sort of a family affair. We're all interested in them, so I'd like to learn a little bit more about them. After this course, I think it really will encourage me to learn more about bees and take it up in home. It was very interesting, so you know, it was good looking into the future, really, give us a bit of insight on what to do when we get our own bees.
So I've been coming along to the Grow Your Own courses since February last year. I come along because I have an interest in growing our own fruit and veg for a personal use, but I wanted to learn more and expand on what we do. Over the course of last year I learnt an awful lot, and we started planning for this year's production. As a part of that planning, we've now got 2 polytunnels which are fully stocked, and we are now growing a lot of our own vegetables undercover, which gives us almost all year round food for the table.
I've come here today to this course because I've never had any success with growing herbs, and it's something I've always wanted to be able to do for cooking and scent and beauty products. So I'm hoping to learn from the experts today. The project has been very useful from someone who has no real knowledge prior to this. It's enabled me to plan ahead. The courses have been
aimed at a sensible level with a lot of practical skills, and it's created a support network of other interested people in and around that we can go to for help and mutual support.
I went to a lot of the courses last year, and this is probably my 4th course, so there's a steep learning curve with growing plants, so this is just one of the many courses that I've attended.
Byw lawr yr hewl yng Nghymreithrin, agos iawn o'r Garreg Botaneg, yn lwcus iawn. Wedi dewis dod heddi oherwydd bod e'n gwrs i'r teulu, a'n gobeithio y fyddwn ni'n gallu mynd adref a dysgu sut i dyfu llysiau'n hunain. I ni'n trial datblygu gael llysiau yn y tŷ ar hyn o bryd, yn yr ardd ar hyn o bryd, a gobeithio fyddwn ni'n dysgu, a gobeithio fydd yn egin rhyw frwdfrydedd yn y plant i dyfu bwyd I hunain ac I wybod o ble mae bwyd yn dod hefyd.
My wife and I run this guest house, the Reading Guest House, and we've been doing it for about 7 or 8 years now. So I first heard about the Growing the Future courses when we were having coffee in a cafe in Landod, the Herb Garden Cafe in Landrindod, Wales, and just saw a leaflet and thought, yeah, I really need to understand what I'm doing. I was started to grow vegetables, but I wasn't really sure what I was doing, so I signed up and took it from there. The courses have made a great difference to the business. Certainly from my point of view, what I learned from the courses was I gained the confidence of trying anything and not worrying if things don't work. It's not always my fault, quite often it's the weather or whatever. So, so we gained the ability to grow a lot of vegetables and fruit. This is all produced from stuff from the garden, and we're continuing to grow more and more each year.
It's been really brilliant because I've been trying to do a garden for 5 years and this has really inspired me to get going, and I've actually started doing my garden. I'm really pleased.
I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great opportunity to learn with other people that are probably at the same level that I am, and just to talk to a knowledgeable tutor about some of the problems that I'm having with my garden, and just being able to learn in a safe environment really with somebody who can point out where all my mistakes have been.
Well, I think the guests enjoy the fact that the produce we serve them has come either from the garden if we've grown it, or obviously local. We use local bacon, local eggs, local sausages and all that sort of thing. Wherever we can get anything local. But for all the vegetables and fruit, it's fantastic to be able to say to them, this is from the garden, I picked it an hour ago, or whatever. And they love that.
I got so much from them, I must say. It's been really very, very interesting indeed. And the tuition, first class.
What's been very surprising with Growing the Future is that many people who grow and actually love growing food don't feel very confident about it. They assume everybody else is better. One of the added benefits we've had is not only have people been able to grow and participate in courses with experts and amateurs, they've compared their skills, they've gained confidence in doing so. And we know from our research as a result of this project that people have shared that skill with others. They've actually shared it with their family, they grow more food as a result, so it's a really wide win to health and food security for the country.
Growing the Future, it's not just to be about being out in the garden and attending our practical courses. We've also developed 22 online courses in English and in Welsh, which you can enjoy at your leisure, from growing your own to understanding herbs, green manures. Every course goes into a great detail about how you can do this yourself in your own garden. It gives you all the learning tools in order to understand this, and there's also a crib sheet which you can print off at the end to follow, obviously, when you're out in your own garden. They're very quick to follow. The 22 courses are there online for everybody to enjoy.
This project has certainly put us on the map. It's encouraged people across Wales, and we are a garden for the people of Wales, to kind of know where we are. It's encouraged them to come and to visit and to realise that we're here to help develop their skills in horticulture or just gardening.
A mae rhaid i ni weid diolch i pawb sydd wedi gweithio ar y prosiect, a ni'n gobeithio bod pawb sydd wedi bod yn part o'r prosiect wedi mwynhau dod i'r cwrsiau.